from Metropolis Coffee. I'm one of the owners with one of my sons, Tony Dreyfuss. We use older machines to roast our coffee on. In fact, they're from the 30s and 1930s and 1940s from Germany, Nazi machines. The reason we use older rather than newer machines because the walls of the drum which is turning around are thicker and better metal, fewer alloys. And what that means is that the heat will be more evenly distributed when you start your first roast, and as you might have 30, 40, 50 different roasts during the day in that drum, the heat will spread out and you won't have what's called as many hot spots. Newer machines tend to have thinner walls, are made with great metals, and they try to get rid of hot spots, but as far as I know, they're not quite as good for crafting if you're not computer roasting, if you're roasting by hand. The newer machines don't produce as good a cup of coffee in general. You'll find argument there. I'm not an expert in this. This is from my experience and from other people who I really trust their opinions. There are two major manufacturers of the old machines, and of course they're limited. Old things, you can't make something old. Again, are both in Germany. Probat, Probat, still exists as a firm. They're making new machines which are quite good. I don't think you can nuance the roast quite as well as you can with the older machine, which are so powerful, like a steam locomotive. You have more air than you need, which is one of the elements, air and heat, when you're roasting. The new machines tend to be a little bit less air, more efficient, a bit
Yeah.
energy usage, but you can't all of a sudden do a tweak on a roast because you just don't have the power for it. So that together with maybe a little bit more hot spots where you will over roast some of the beans going round and round. I mean, one part of the drum is hotter, so it's not evenly distributed, the heat on the drum. The older machines tend to be better on even distribution of heat and having lots of power to